This series is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. Feeling like today gon' be a great day. Yeah. Feeling like I'm gonna get in my way. Yeah. Feeling like I've said all I need to say. Yeah. Feeling like today gon' be a great day.
What's going on, everybody? Zero Star Heads here today. Or you guys are more than welcome just to call me Jordan, and I'm here today to do my manga review for a series that I've been really excited to read, and I finally got into it. As you guys can see from the title, I'm talking about Downfall. Downfall is a series by Inio Asano. This is my first series by Inio Asano. I know he's done Goodnight Poon Poon, as well as Solonin, and he also did I think it's called DDD Destruction or something like that. So I know he has a lot of really popular works. This is the first one of his I got into. I thought this quick one-shot about a manga artist would be a good way to start, and it sure was. I'm going to break this up into two separate parts of the video. The first half is obviously going to be the non-spoiler half. We're just going to talk about what the series is about, what I liked, what I didn't like, and then in the second half, we're going to go ahead and talk about the ending and how I felt about it. So this series is about a manga artist who is just finished his work, and although he has a lot of fans who do enjoy his series didn't sell very well, and he's kind of depressed. He's not happy with his marriage, and a lot of other things are going bad in his life. He's always like on Twitter looking to see what people are thinking about his series, and he's just a really depressed person, and this series really is truly just about his downfall. And just to touch a little bit more on his relationship with his wife is actually a manga editor, and he is obviously a manga artist, although they don't really work in the same series. And the wife is always really busy with work, as far as he is always busy with his work as well, and their marriage isn't really going very well. This is a one-shot, and all of this can be read pretty quickly. I actually read it all in one go. It was a very good read, but because of that, there's a lot of things that you can't really say without spoiling, so that's all I'm really going to say as far as the plot until I get to the spoiling section. But there's a few other things I want to talk about before I go ahead and give you guys that spoiler warning. One thing that I really truly enjoyed about this manga was simply the dialogue. Every page, no matter what was happening, it wasn't always this very big thing going on, but every single conversation in the story was interesting, it was gripping, and it really added to everything that this character is, and I really truly enjoyed that. I really love a series where you can just sit there and take in what's on the page, and it's just amazing. You don't need action, you don't need all this crazy stuff. The dialogue was truly just kept you so interested in the story. And the one other thing I really want to talk about as far as pros for the series is the art. The art was really well done. We get a lot of little scenes of the city, and we see pages of him in his apartment, and you just see all the little details to all the little things in his apartment. The character designs were nice. Everything in the series, the art was really good, and I really enjoyed it. Even the small little facial expressions you get from our main character here, who is a pretty depressed person and doesn't really give you that much. The little he does give, it shows a lot, and I really like the art. As I've stated many times before on my channel, I'm really a big fan of manga, about manga. I think the whole process of manga is very interesting, and of course, as someone who likes to consume as much manga as I do, I always like to know about all the hard work that goes into creating this series. That's why I'm such a big fan of this series, like Bakuman. So I knew I was going to be a fan of this series, and I really did enjoy that manga aspect of the series. I do want to say though, overall, this series was absolutely amazing. It's a very quick read, it's a one-shot. Definitely pick it up. I recommend it completely. My first book of Inio Asano, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but now at this point I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the spoiler side of things. So if you have to click off, that is fine, but now I'm going to talk about the ending, how I felt about it, and yeah, let's go. One thing that I really enjoyed about the ending was the fact that it ended at a perfect timing. We get this ending where he kind of realizes where the things he does matter. Manga does matter. This woman who he has been texting back and forth with on Twitter really truly cared about his work and helped her get through hard times. And I think that really woke up him from all this depression he's been going through, to see that look, no matter what this person said to me in the past, I'm important and my work is important. And I think that even if he's not end up being the most happiest person in the world after this, I feel like he's going to be different after this. And I think ending right here was perfect, because this series is literally called Downfall. And and I feel like that was the point where he kind of realized, okay, I'm good, I really love how throughout the series we see the same girl on his Twitter feed talking about when's your next series coming, when your next series is coming. And I feel like that did help him in some way, because he was knowing his fans, but I feel like also it kind of hurt him, just like the pressure of like, okay, like I know I need to make a new series, but at the same time, like he just lost his love for manga. He completely lost his love for it. He didn't care about it anymore. And then I think one scene in particular, now that I'm thinking about it, that was really impactful was that scene where his wife pretty much told him like, you don't sell enough manga, and that's why I can't spend as much time with you. I think like that scene really just like, when I read that, like I was like, oh crap. And then of course, like right after that, he tried to force himself on her, and you know, he's not a good guy, we know that, but it was just really messed up to see that. But I think like that scene was really impactful. Any scene with him and the prostitute always felt really impactful to me. You know, like I was saying in my non-spoiler half, the dialogue is really compelling in the series. Even the dialogue with him and his old college friend was really interesting. You know, and it really does show more about him as a character. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with Inio Asano. Thoroughly enjoyed his work, and I'm definitely going to be checking out more. Let me know what you guys thought about the ending. Did you guys like it? Did you guys think that they ended at the right time? What do you think about going in the past and seeing more of the cat-eyed girl and all that stuff, and then getting to find out at the end where he met his fan and kind of woke up from his downfall? As always, comment, like, and subscribe for more videos. See you next time.